Welcome back. We're in the last stage of solving by elimination. Okay, earlier we were able to, in our first section, find opposites and just add down to eliminate one of our variables. In the second section, in the second set, we were able to multiply one equation to eliminate a variable. Now we're going to be talking about multiplying both equations, possibly, to eliminate a variable. So again, I would copy all these steps down if you don't have them yet. But this is kind of all what we need to follow. So step one, multiply one or both equations by a number to obtain opposites of a variable. So remember, an opposite could be 7x and negative 7x. It could be 15y and negative 15y. It's your choice. You can pick whichever variable you want to eliminate. We leave it up to you. Step two, once we have our opposites, we add down. One of the variables will get eliminated. Step three, solve for that missing variable. We found that was an easy part. All we're doing is dividing by that variable. Step four, use that answer that we got in step three, substitute it in one of the original equations to find the answer for the second variable. And then step five, check your answer. Make sure it works in both equations. Okay? So copy this down, pause this if you need to. Use this for your homework and for this lesson. So we're going to go over two problems. So problem one. First equations. 4x minus 7y equals 6. And the second equation, I'm going to put in green, is 3x plus 2y equals 19. So in the previous problems, we were able to choose, like the x's, multiply this 3 by a number to get negative 4, but that doesn't work. Or you can multiply the 2 by a number to get a positive 7, but that doesn't work. It could work if we want to use fractions, but we don't like fractions. So this is your choice. We can either eliminate the x's or eliminate the y's. It is your choice. Now the easy thing to do is look at the coefficients. Let's eliminate the y's this time. We have a 7 and a 2. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the coefficient of the 2 and multiply the blue equation by it. I'm going to take the 7 of the blue equation and multiply the green equation by it. So I'm just flipping these numbers and then multiplying through. This will guarantee that we eliminate our y values. So when we multiply, we have 8x minus 14y equals 12. 21x plus 14y equals 133. Okay? Now again, this number might be big, but again, if you're using a calculator, it shouldn't be an issue. We do have opposites, so we add down. These get eliminated. 8x and 21x is 29x. 12 and 133 is 145. Now, divide by 29. And when we do, we get x equals 5. So the only thing we've added is we had to multiply both equations by a number. And again, I just flip-flopped these numbers and made sure one was positive and one was negative. So, this was step 1. Step 2, we added down. Step 3, we solved. Step 4, I need to find out what y is. So I can pick either of these two equations to plug the 5 in. I'm going to pick the green equation. All of these numbers are positive. You can pick the blue one if you want. I'm just choosing the green one. So as I plug the 5 in for x, I have 3 times 5 plus 2y equals 19. And I'm going to solve for this. 3 times 5 is 15. Add opposites. End up with 2y equals 4. 19 minus 15 is 4. Divide by 2. And we got y equals 2. So my answer for this system of equations is 5, 2. So now I want to check. Fifth step. Plug the 5 and 2 up here. 4 times 5 is 20. Negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. So, is 20 minus 14 equal to 6? There's my check. I just guaranteed that I got the right answer. And there's the work for that. If you need to, pause it and get it down. I'm going to do the second problem now. Same steps are going to apply. Once you get it, it'll become easy for you. I know at some point it may be a little confusing. Well, what numbers do I plug in? Where do I put what? Eventually it will get a little bit easier. Here's number 2. 5x plus 2y equals negative 13. I'll put that in green. And my blue equation is 2x plus 5y equals negative 1. Now this time, I'm going to eliminate my x's. You can do the y's, it doesn't matter, but this time I'm going to do x's, just to show you we can go either way with this. So again, I'm going to flip-flop the 5 and the 2. So the 2 comes up here, the 5 here. But if we multiply by these two numbers, this is going to be positive 10x, this is going to be positive 10x. So I need to make one of these negative this time. So I'm going to choose to make this one negative, the negative 5. Multiply through. All right. 2 times 5x is 10x plus 4y equals negative 26. The blue equation, when we multiply by negative 5, negative 10x, there's my opposites, minus 25y equals a positive 5. Remember, negative times negative is positive. Now we can add down. We do have our opposites here. These cancel. 4 and negative 25 is negative 21y. Negative 26 plus 5 is negative 21. Step 3, divide by negative 21. And we have one of the prettiest answers in math. Y equals 1. So now I'm going to pick one of these problems to solve. Either equation. I'll pick the top equation. A lot of people always choose the top one. So I'll choose the top one. So 5x plus 2 times 1 equals negative 13. I'm just plugging the 1 in for the y value here. And solve. 5x, 2 times 1 is 2. Add our opposites. We end up with 5x equaling negative 15. And then divide by 5. And we get x equals negative 3. So the answer, negative 3, 1. In some of your quizzes last week, or before we went on break, we were flip-flopping these. Putting this in as 1, -3, and the computer marked it wrong on your test. Be sure to put your x's first, your y's second. So now I'm going to check it. 2 times -3 is -6. 5 times 1 is 5. Is -6 plus 5 equal to a -1? It sure is. So I guaranteed my answer being right. Keep these problems for a resource. Keep those different steps available. And you'll have a lot of success with this. This is as hard as it gets with solving by elimination with 2 variables. See you next time.